Hey guys, it's me, Orangberry, and today I saw something really cool in my mailbox about Max the Raccoon. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick summary and rundown on what's going on with Max and when we're expected to get him. Let's get into that right now. So Zooba held this really cool community character design contest a long time ago. Not exactly sure when it was, but I do remember at some point seeing this. But yeah, so this guy won, Jose Vitor de Souza. Now, if I butchered your name, sorry. I'm very, very sorry, but I think that's how it sounds. Okay, let's continue on. So that guy won with his awesome Zooba design of Max the Raccoon. Max the mischievous raccoon, I should say. I mean, check this out. It's really cool. He's got a slingshot, like, bruh. That is so cool on Mimi. Like, meme life is the dream life. Like, who else would want to play a raccoon? A raccoon is one of the best characters I could have thought of to bring into the zoo. It's one of the characters that was on my bucket list to see in the zoo. So I'm really happy he won, and I'm really happy that this is becoming something new. So the next question I was asked to the Zooba team was, what are the first steps you do when creating a new character? And they simply replied with, 1. Interesting animals that can bring diversity to the game from different regions and species, and 2. New mechanics that can create dynamic gameplays and will amaze players. We also like to think of how this character will be different from the rest and enhance the Zooba experience. I think that's a really great mindset to have, because if you really think about it, almost all the Zooba characters are really diversely different. They have so much different things that bring different things to their gameplay and team matches especially. Like, it's really nice. For example, Finn is completely different to Steve. Like, there is no similarities there, and I love it. Even the lore and stuff is so unique that it brings so much flavor, spicy flavor, to this whole game, and I love that about Zooba's team, their dedication to the quality of work they put out. The next question that was asked was pretty good. Where are they currently on Max the Raccoon? Now, I think that's a very important question. I'm even curious about this. So in reality, the Zooba team had a really great answer to this. They're already finished with the lore and character concept. That's amazing. I love lore so much. I love to always read about unique characters, not just in Zooba, but all games, all movies. I love the lore of characters. It's so unique, so spicy. It adds so much flavor, and it's such a wonderful thing. They also stated that they tried their best to make minimal changes from the creator's design, which is really cool, which means he did such a fantastic job. They didn't really need to change a lot. That's so great. I'm also excited to read the lore for you guys later on. So another question that was asked was, what kind of challenges do the Zooba team encounter when they're making a new character from scratch? So they replied with, when the design team starts working on a new character, we need to look for gaps in the game mechanics. We can't make an animal that has the same skill as another one, but better. So it is always a challenge to come up with new solutions that won't be the same as existing ones. We usually face technical problems that we can always overcome. That's great to know that they're always able to work through their problems and find great solutions, because as we've seen in this game, it's such a wonderful game that we all love. So let me continue reading here. For the art perspective, we need to find a new shapes and colors to make the character more unique. That I understand can be very difficult. From my experience in art and design, especially animation, it's very hard to make your characters pop. It's a lot of effort and work that goes into this. So let's continue back. As the number of characters increase, it becomes harder and harder to do something that stands out and new. Fortunately, we have a whole variety of nature and all the animals that give us lots of inspirations. That's also something that I love about the Zooba team. They try to make the characters unique, but they also take great inspiration from the real life world here with all the animals and wonderful creatures we have in existence. That's such a beautiful thing to think that they do. I can't even imagine the amount of work they put in, because as I said, from my background in doing all these different things, I'm telling you, these guys at this team are such wonderful people because they put a lot of polish and effort into their work. I could feel their love for this game, and I love that about this game. Maybe that's why Zooba is considered one of my favorite games ever. It's literally, I play it every day, all day. I don't really play any other game currently like that. Okay, so let's move on here. I don't know about you guys, but this is the question I've always wondered. How long does it take to create a character from start to finish, honestly? And that was the next question. So I was really intrigued to read this. And they simply stated that with the great teamwork at Zooba, they are able to finish a character, on the art side at least, within 3 months. That, my friends, is such a great thing for them to be able to do in that short amount of time. That's really great teamwork and really great creators they have there. They also stated that once the art is done and is finished, other teams begin the process to polish and add some spicy flavor that can take up another couple months, which is fine. I mean, all this extra flavor and all that extra time they take to polish this character makes the character way more special and way more enjoyable in the zoo. That's why I've never really had a character in the zoo where I could say I did not truly like. They all have this great concept together, and I love it. Okay, so let's move on to the next question now. The next question states, how do you work on finding the perfect color tones on new characters? That's an interesting question, and they simply replied with, in order to do that, we have a big lineup where we have all the characters we did so far. This way we can know right away if we are creating something that has already been done before. We don't know or don't want to confuse other players with characters that are too similar. In the end, we need to balance that and also how the animals look in nature. We want to be able to recognize them very quickly, which is fair, and again, I'll bring Finn back. Imagine if Finn was a pink shark. That would not be recognizable. We don't know what that would be. It'd be pretty cool as a skin, but in reality, Finn does, when you see him, all you think of is a shark immediately. I mean, he's a kind of clumsy, weird shark, but he's a shark. I know, okay? He is a shark. I guarantee you he's a shark. As he said in his lore in my previous video, he's a shark that pretends he's a dolphin just for the hell of it, just to be funny. Okay, so this next question is pretty interesting. How was it getting started on the first ever community created character? I personally think this would be an interesting process for them to go through. It also helps that ideas are flooded to them, which helps them get fresh new takes on characters. Me personally, I have a lot of ideas, so I'm hoping they bring back this contest because I'm ready. I am totally ready to submit my ideas and watch them win. Why? Because I have some great ideas for Zooba. So hopefully in the future, I can get one of my personal favorite characters created. Okay, so let's see how they answer this. They said, it was really fun. One aspect we have to consider that we already have a raccoon created in Zooba's second sister game, which is Suspects. Now, I haven't played Suspects, but that's pretty cool to know that there is a raccoon over there. Our decision was to keep Max unique, but mention Roxy in his lore. I guess Roxy's the other one over there. Okay, pretty cool. I wish we had time to write a comic about the two of them meeting and causing trouble in the zoo. Now that would be great. I love the fact that they keep on theme with going that raccoons are mischievous and like to give trouble. It's perfect. It's meme-licious. Meme life is the dream life. So the question that was asked next was, can you share more on why you do character expression sheets when creating new characters? And they answered simply saying, character expressions help us understand more about the characters' personalities we've created. Everything related to them like emotes, animations, and skins, and so on. It works as guides for the art director and all artists involved in the character creation process. The character artist often looks for inspiration in the expression sheet when building the character face in 3D models, which I understand, and you do need that concept and guidelines to go through sometimes. It does help a lot. I've personally done animation, and I'm telling you, that helps so much. Okay, so let's get back into this. The animators get inspiration from when creating the expression bank for each character. The expression and action pose sheet, weapons poses, in-game views of the characters are just some of the deliverables made during the early stages of character development, which I understand. So another question that's here, which I pretty much think is self-explanatory, but I'll say it anyways. Why do you use other character references when bringing a new character to life? I mean, let's see what they said. When we create a new character, we need to be able to see how he fits into the whole cast, both visually and socially, which makes a lot of sense. We use other character references to make sure the characters seem to be part of the Zooba's world and to understand their relationship with other characters as well. Now that's some spicy flavor I love added, relationship between characters. Because I mean, they're all stuck in the zoo anyways. They should be friends, foes, whatever it is, they're in the zoo together. Okay, so let's go back. So for example, in this picture I'm showing you right now, illustrated, you will see that there's options, the character proportions, using a reference to other characters that are already in game. This is what we call the character lineup. Okay, because they're lined up, I get it, haha. Okay, let's get back. In addition, each character must stand out from the other in the game. The differences is made through each character's shape, color, and acting. Okay, this next question is the question I've been waiting for this whole time. Can they give us some teasers regarding his lore and gameplay? Now, obviously, they're not going to give us some gameplay hints. Why? Because that would be spoiling it, and I want a surprise, and it seems like they do too. However, the lore is what I wanted, so let's get straight into this lore. So, Max's lore states, Max is fun and friendly, and playful, and has already walked off with a change in your pockets. I love it. He hides in the bushes, sneaks out, takes something, and then sneaks away. Oh, this is perfect. He'd get away with it too, except he laughs, obviously. I would laugh too if I was Max, delightfully. Which alerts his victims. He's a good sport though. He returns what he takes. Max most wants to perform the most amazing heist, stealing the fountain from the zoo center if you can find the accomplice. Now, that's pretty funny. I think that's great. I think Finn would be a perfect accomplice for him. Finn wouldn't be able to help much, but I think you'd do it. Okay, so let's move on to the next question here. When can we, as players, expect Max to be in-game? Now, they said here, which makes sense, by the end of the year, we will get him. And I think that's awesome. I'm excited for Max. I can't wait for Max. I think this is going to be a great character addition to the game. I'm excited to make videos with him. This is going to be great. So, that's it for me today. So please leave a like on this video. Leave a comment down below stating if you're excited for Max or not. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!